And welcome back. This is Thorn with Game Design Lexicon. That was the Dead South. Some awesome progressive acoustic, man. Welcome back. We're playing Alter Ego for MS-DOS, a kind of a text-based life simulation game. We played the male version earlier, but we didn't make it past 7 years old because we got kidnapped and tortured. Yeah, it's that kind of game, apparently. So, you're alone in the kitchen and begin exploring the closets and refrigerators. Curious but cautious, move towards the refrigerator. Let's go ahead and do that one because I know that one will kill us. And we don't want to die early again. You are touching something smooth and shiny. You pat it with your hands a few times. Passive. Let's ignore it. You have ignored a potentially enlightening experience. You fail to make the discovery that you are touching a mirror and that there is a reflection of you in there. Okay. Your mom announces to you during a heart-to-heart talk that it is time for you to give up the bottle. Oh no, and become a big girl. So now it's no longer a big boy, it's a big girl. Great. I'll just give up the bottle again. Open it. Oh boy. You're a guest to your friend's Missy's house. Her mom gives you a box of crayons. Oh yeah, let's do impulsive and draw in general. You and Missy work each other into a frenzy. First, you cover the paper. Then Missy suggests you redecorate. Oh, sure. Blame it on... Oh, yeah. Mind my manners. Hell yeah. A valiant choice with an unfortunate outcome. When Missy's mother discovers her masterpiece, she gives you joint credit. She does not know that you are definitely an impressionist, while Missy is a cubist. Adults. I guess I didn't get that at the time. Now I do. Being that I'm a little bit more educated on aesthetics, so you are sitting in a large place and a furry man walks up to you. He's walking around you in circles. Curious. Let's talk to him. You yelled out at the furry man and he walks over to you. He makes a noise that sounds like this. Roof. Let's push him off me. This man is heavy. He looks back at you while you are pushing him off and blows his nose right in your face. So we missed the part where he's licking our face, which is good. You're in a large department store, waiting in line. Oh yeah, that's right. Shy, be quiet. The lady begins to ask you questions. You are shy and a little bit afraid of her. She begins to chat with your mom. Are you beginning to feel more friendly to her? Sure, why not? Which questions would you like to ask her? Do you have a husband? She tells you that she doesn't have a husband. Well, that was short but sweet. Shit, I missed that one. Review. You are alone in your parents' bedroom. There's a shiny silver quarter on the table. Let's take it this time. It is questionable whether a child your age can tell whether something like this is truly right or wrong. You have a vague sense that you shouldn't have picked it up. Your mother sees you stash something in your pocket. She asks what you have there. You say, "This is," and hold it out, a quarter. You're not so dishonest. In fact, you're being very trustworthy. It was a temptation you couldn't resist. You get a big hug for being honest after all. Awesome. Daddy says it's time to go to bed. Tired? I don't want to go to bed. Dad tries to bribe you by offering you a bedtime story. Okay. Dad tells you the story of the three bears. You have heard it a million times before, but when he tells it, it's always special. You fall asleep holding onto your dad's big finger. Aww. It's Saturday morning, and Mom asks you to help with some chores. The Susie Fantastic cartoon. What happened to Super Doc, dude? Come on. Why do I have to watch Susie Fantastic cartoon instead of Cartoon Hour instead of Super Duck? Just because I'm a girl? Is it because I'm a girl? Fine. Passive. Tell Mom I want to watch cartoons. You're already under the trance of the TV set. Mom tries to encourage you away from the TV. Does it work? Yeah, sure, why not? What a good girl. Mom makes you feel very important. As a reward, your mom takes out some special makeup and some old clothes. Just before you play dress up with Mom, the phone rings. She stays on for a whole 2 hours. That was a weird difference. You're in a sandbox playing with your favorite toy. An older girl pulls it away from you and screams, "Mine." Angry, get an adult. No adult can understand what you're trying to say. You get put back into the sandbox where the other girl throws sand in your face. No thanks. Time to feed the fish. Oh no. I'm ineffective and I do nothing. I guess you are not ready to understand about death yet, but Gabriella has gone away. Little children and adults often hide their feelings by remaining aloof and unaffected on the outside. You will begin to miss the ritual of feeding and caring for this pet. You will find out that separation is painful. You're in the back seat of the car driving on a very long ride. Let's, tired, ask questions. You can ask the following questions. Are we almost there yet? Are we there yet? When do we eat? Mom says in a little while. Let's just go to sleep. You fall into a deep sleep and get carried out of the car by Dad. Your mouth feels dry and you are very groggy. You are smart not to make a pain in the neck out of yourself. You're eating at the house of one of your parents' friends. Oh no. Something that you ate has disagreed with you and now you feel very sick. Queasy. Oh, Mom. Mom puts you off for a bit. You can't say you didn't try and warn her. Your stomach rumbles. Blah. You throw up all over everything. Mom is angry at herself and embarrassed. Her damn fault. You are still not completely familiar with using the toilet. It is still quite fascinating to you. You've just finished. Yeah, I don't want to do toilet play. So let's just, we'll leave the cookies alone. You're a hard one to fool. You seem to be growing up to be a real goody two-shoes. Goody two, goody two, goody two-shoes. Goody two, goody two, goody two-shoes. I just watched a documentary on Adamant. Pretty good one. Anyway, don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Anyway, we'll see how good you are at remaining this way when someone offers you your first drink of alcohol when you're still underage. Yeah, that wasn't a really big deal to my alcoholic parents, or my alcoholic mom anyway. I was pretty much tired of alcohol before I was even drinking age, so that gives you an idea. Today is Dad's birthday, and you would like to make him breakfast. Practical, ask Mom for help. Yeah, that's what I thought. Phone rings while Daddy is ironing his shirt. Cautious, play quietly. Let's just go through that one again. Mom must get her teeth fixed. Mischievous, remove my shoes. Now you're feeling a bit more comfortable. A nosy lady spies you from the corner of her eye. What's she looking at? Your sock is crooked. I can remove the sock. Funny thing about socks, the way they stretch all the way out before they snap off your feet. You decide to take both of them off. The lady looks at you again. Where's Mom? Let's visit the nurse. The nurse sees you and gives you a big kiss. Ugh. She points you to a big box full of toys and asks you to go pick one out for yourself. Ooh, I'll take one. That was very polite of you, considering she really wasn't looking and you could have stuffed another one in your pocket. You're becoming a very trustworthy goody two-shoes. You have just passed through infancy. Yay, finally. Your family life has been positive and nurturing. Begun to form critical bonds. Physically, you have been a healthy baby. Socially, during this phase in life, nothing much is really Let's see, your progress in this area shows you have been the type of child who charms the lollipops off of people. Huggable, cheeks pinched, that's all the same thing. Emotional and personality development. You are a fairly trustworthy little girl, making your share of exploratory excursions into the world of the unknown and forbidden. The the bathroom and under the kitchen sink, apparently. Your folks could trust you in most cases, but when all of the chocolates have one bite taken out of them, it is a fair guess whose teeth marks have made those jagged impressions. Your thoughtfulness characteristic really doesn't count for much in this phase of life. One thing about your character that has a tendency to put off people is your aggressiveness. I got that last time, didn't I? That wraps up your statistics. Welcome to childhood. Come, let's to bed, says Sleepyhead. Tarry a while, says Slow. Put on the pot, says Greedy Gut. We'll sup before we go. Nursery rhyme, anonymous. Who is this Anonymous guy? 'Cause he's a shit poet. Okay. Mom has just taken a job that requires her to be away in the mornings. Oh, God. Let's see. Excited. Walk over and try and make friends. Your excitement is a positive sign. You are trying to adapt to a new environment. You realize that your mom will... Oh, yeah, I already got that one. Can I play? The little boy interprets this as a threat to his territory. He holds the toy close to his body. You can... ask to play. The boy shakes his head back and forth. He wants no part of you, little shit. Your mother has just informed you that a new pile of clothes has arrived from your Aunt Doris's house. Her daughter, Henrietta, has been giving you her disgusting, skeevy, putrid, gross, ugly, grungy, moth-eaten, flea-bitten, nerdy hand-me-downs for years. This batch contains a pink-flowered pair of pants. The flowers are bright green and yellow. A blue and orange ruffled blouse, and a dress that looks like it was donated to the Salvation Army 300 years ago. Oh, was the Salvation Army around back then? Yeah, I'm not gonna wear that shit, dude. Absolutely refuse. What are you gonna do? Throw a full-fledged fit. Deluxe package includes yelling, screaming, stomping your feet, and acting like a martyr. Yeah, let's just yell and scream. Your mother sees that you are upset. She takes a good look at the clothes and then your forlorn face. Let's get out the scissors and cut them up into rags. Hell yeah, Mom. Your mother has just reminded you that it's time to practice your piano lessons. Happy, man. I wish I had piano lessons I wish I'd actually had the attention span to have piano lessons when I was a kid. Do the lessons. You practice some scales and then get down to serious business. You have a recital next week. You know. How do you think you will do? You are a very confident person with a supportive family. You give a brilliant performance and everyone calls you a gifted child. Certainly wasn't me when I was a kid. Your mother is in the bathtub taking a nice relaxing bath. You are playing quietly in your room. All of a sudden the doorbell rings. Mom doesn't seem to hear it. Nonchalant. Tell Mom. Like a good little girl. Little girl. So now I'm a little girl again? God damn it, dude. I make a little bit of progress. You tell Mom that the doorbell is ringing. She tells you to ask, who is it? Without opening the door. You learn the valuable lesson of not allowing strangers into your home, which makes you smarter. An exciting movie is on television. The whole family is in the living room watching it. You get up to get a drink of water and return to find Mommy sitting in your spot next to Daddy. Devious. Let's fuck Dad over. You don't think old Dad will fall for that ancient trick, do you? He acts like he believes you for a second and then asks Mom to answer the door. She ignores him. Bullshit. Your mom has promised that she will fix your doll's torn arm. She's talking on the phone, so she's not really doing anything. Now seems like a good time to remind her. Patient and sweet. Why sweet? Well, did I get that option when I was a boy too? Could I have been patient and sweet as a boy? For some reason, I think the sweet option was missing. Well, no wonder I had like misgiven issues about masculinity when I was a child. Anyway, yeah, let's make the shit. Let's leave Mom alone. Your patience pays off. When Mom finishes, you ask if she will fix your doll. She fixes your doll, and then Dad takes you out for a king-size ice cream cone. Nah, that would have been 49-cent ice cream cones at McDonald's. You have good parents. I think that was the only thing that we ate at McDonald's when I was a kid, were the cheap ice cream cones. Soon after you sit down for dinner, your mother announces that the vegetable of the day is Brussels sprouts. Okay, well, let's do a discussed option here. Let's run screaming from the table. Your flair for the dramatic will get you into trouble more than once in this life. You may be developing a hysterical personality. A hysterical person? Really? Really? You're gonna be that way? I'm a woman, so I'm hysterical. Great. Great. You're punished by having to eat your dinner alone in the corner. What? You arrive at the dentist's office and discover that you have 4 rather large cavities. Here we go again. Frightened? Block out the sensation. Your status sheet suggests, yeah, the same. Okay. One of your playmates is the son of your mother's friend. His name is Vincent. One day, oh no, the doctor thing. Shy, let's play house instead. Doctor can only lead to one place, and you're not ready for it yet. Vincent replies, okay. You are mommy who gets sick, very sick, and has to go to the doctor. You say, I think I have to go see my mom. A diplomatic way out of a situation. You ask your mother a silly question, and then return, hoping that Vincent has thought of a new game. Vincent persists, and when you come back, you can... I'll be the first doctor. Vincent says, it's my game, and I want to be doctor first. You can... quit. Vincent says, you are a big baby. I don't want to play with you anymore. He walks off in a huff. Yeah, I have a feeling that if I was a girl, that I would probably have to expect that in life regularly. Actually, no, probably back then, or even now, I guess, I'd also have the fear of having it forced upon me, which doesn't really seem to be as much of an option for men, even though it is. Don't want to say it isn't, but you know how that goes. Ice cream machine broken. Oh, yeah, you know, I gotta admit that that seems to be more of a recent thing. I mean, there were a lot of times where I'd go to a place, and it was mainly the shake machine, because, and they wouldn't say it was broken. They would of course say that, you know, it's broken down a certain time before. Like, my first job was at a Jack in the Box, so, and we had a policy that the shake machine was broken down about an hour before we closed, so we would tell customers honestly, hey, you know, hour before we close, shake machine gets broken down. Sorry, if we don't break it down that early, then we can't do the rest of our nightly tasks in enough time to actually get out of here. So, you know, hey, complain to the owner. So my guess is that eventually the complain to the owner thing became such a pain in the ass to the owner or to the higher-ups that they eventually just told the employees to lie. And now it's just a, hey, it's broken thing. Which it's like, yeah, right, bullshit. But I don't remember a lot of ice cream machine brokens when I was a kid, especially for those. You know? So, while trying to think of what to do one day, you notice that you could use a nice haircut. Mommy's favorite pair of shiny scissors is lying on the table. You are sure that you could do the job yourself. Yeah, that's a negatory. You may have just prevented a situation which could have ended with some of your friends nicknaming you Mrs. T. There's an 80s reference. Anybody remember Mr. T? I wonder. Soap opera star Xavier de la Punda, Dr. Ronaldo Bedini on Animal Hospital, will apparently be at a record store in town to sign autographs and look for child actresses to play a kidnapped victim in an upcoming episode. Dude, I am still traumatized by my last character being kidnapped. Every one of your friends will be there, especially Christine Hobbs, who has taken 6 years of acting and ballet lessons. This is finally your chance to meet the hunk of all hunks. Xavier de la Punda. De la Punda, really? If only Mom would drive you. Interested? Ask Mom. Your mother needs you to help her do some work around the house. Nah, not that interested. The next day you see Christine Hobbs at school. Guess what? She asks. What? She looks at you with that smug, stuck-up look and says, I'm going to be an actress. Barf. At school, all of your friends are talking about a television program that you could not stay up and watch. Unashamed. I didn't watch it. Okay. You've just been ordered to bed by your parents in the middle of your favorite television show. Desperate. Beg for 10 minutes. That's what I did last time. It's time for you to sell candy bars for the school chair. So wait a second. So when I was a kid, I did sell the candy bar thing. They made me sell the candy bars, and I fucking hated that. Anything where you had to carry around a sign-in sheet or like a sign-up sheet and that kind of thing, man, I hated doing all of it. How come on the boys' version, and this is gonna be one of those why sexism? How come on the boys' version I had to solicit for the baseball team? And now I'm selling candy bars for school charity drive. Why couldn't I do it for a baseball team or a soccer team? Girls play soccer, right? Right? Jesus. Okay. Motivated. But let's enlist Dad's help. What a team. You move from door to door with confidence, selling 4 boxes in less than an hour. It's a powerful bonding experience that strengthens family ties. You go out for an ice cream and soda to celebrate your successful partnership. Now, that's kind of weird. In the other one, I had to deal with my dad being like way too aggressive and getting his foot bitten by somebody's Rottweiler. And in this one, what, because I'm a girl? Dude, I hate to keep harping on this, but because I'm a girl, everything's like successful because I'm like all charming girly. Your best friend challenged you to a dress-up competition. Reluctant. Suggest a different game. Threatens to tell everyone at school that you're like Dickie Larenberg if you don't play the game. Who's Dickie Larenberg? Larenberg. Your mama. And I get called a chicken again. There's one more ice pop in the freezer. Hungry. Take a bite. As you might have expected, someone sees the mangled ice pop and is completely grossed out by the idea that he would have to put his lips to something that you have already slobbered on. You can go to the store and buy or replace. Am I too young to go to a store? I think by the end of this section, I was like 7 years old. Or, oh, that was when I was kidnapped, wasn't it? Still, aren't I a little young? Being such a pickle puss. Let's go to the store. You are not old enough to go to the store. Okay, that's what I thought. That was a nice thought, though. Your friends are all waiting for you to come out after school. You have a ton of homework, and you've been watching television since you came home. On your way out, your mother asks, did you do all your homework? Honest. No. Your mother replies, you are not going out unless you do your homework. You can... Now do the homework. Familiar and emotional characteristics increase because you are honest. Socially, your score drops slightly because you lose the play experience with friends. While you are outside playing alone, oh no, suspicious. Stay where I am. He motions for you to come closer. He has kind of face. You hear him say that he's a policeman. Walk, run away. You move away from the man, suspicious that he might not be telling the truth. This is smart. Intellectual sphere rises sharply. This man hurts children. Whew. Okay, I'm still kind of like traumatized from the last time that happened. You've just turned off the television set, and your room is pitch dark. Though through the shadows, you notice that your closet door is open, just a crack. You can almost see the image of a black hooded axe murderer squinting at you through the door. Sure, they're going to do this right after the kidnap guy. He's waiting for you to close your eyes and fall asleep. In the quiet of the night, you can hear his hoarse breath, making deep gurgling sounds. You look away from the door, then look back. It's open a bit, farther than it was last time. If you can only make it to the closet and shut the door tight, you know he won't be able to get out and murder you in your sleep. What about the doorknob, dude? Axe murderers can't use fucking doorknobs? And that's what I would have thought when I was a kid. I would have been like, yeah, if he's in there, doesn't matter to me now. He can open that door. The morning light will destroy him, so you won't have to worry about seeing him when you wake up. Go to sleep. You don't have much of an imagination, do you? No, I just have logic behind my head. I know, first off, there's not going to be an axe murder in the goddamn closet. There's just not. I mean, first off, if he's going to be anywhere, he's going to be outside my bedroom window, or he's going to be bashing in the front door. Either way, I have a way to run. I have either the window in case he's bashing in my front door, or I have the door just in case he's coming in my window. Or I can just hide in the fucking closet, because he's not in there. The only thing that's in there is my clothes. You're only young once. You could be locked up for imagining these things later on. What? I could be locked up for imagining these things later. Great. Mike Brady is always calling you names and stepping all over you. All over your nice shiny shoes. Today he is carrying a large bag of groceries from the store. Yeah, I don't give a shit about him. Stupid boys. You have much more important things on your mind. Like how you get Mom to let you join in ballet. How to sneak in and see Friday the 13th, part 45. Great. Fucking no. Just no. Ugh, God damn it. Give me a sec here. Just checking something real quick. Okay. And why Mr. Johnson is the biology teacher wears the same set of clothes for 10 days in a row. Maybe he just has several of the same outfits. I do the same thing myself. Like, what was that Tom Scott episode where he was talking about his red shirts and how he found them and then just ordered 1 billion of them. I definitely understand that mentality. You and your family are at as a matter of fact, I'm wearing my red shirt, my burgundy shirt actually, because it's my favorite shirt, and I'm not wearing it because it's my favorite shirt, but it tends to be the last one I wear because I always want to kind of save it so it doesn't like wear out faster than the other ones. But normally you see me wearing either black or dark blue because I just always order the same shirt every time. You and your family are at a holiday get-together. Uncle Sam is sitting in the corner of the room drinking from a funny-looking glass. Is it a flask? He's the one who always kisses you and squeezes you hard whenever you see him. Oh, gross. Mom says to mind him because he's your father's brother, but you don't like him. He always smells like whiskey. That must be that flask. Here he comes now, calling out your name and saying that you are his little darling. Yeah, let's walk away. You're not letting that smelly old man near you again. You walk towards Mom. Your mom sees you walking over, but doesn't know what you're walking away from. She sees Uncle Sammy and thinks he's about to eat the rest of the food at the buffet table. Eats like a horse, Mom always says. She steers him away from the table, and from you too. That was close. Pervert. The girl who sits next to you in school has just passed you a note, folded in a tight square. She motions to you to read it. You look around the room. Miss Hennessy? Really? Miss Hennessy, the meanest teacher in school, has his back... Oh, Mr. Hennessy. Why is Mr. Hennessy the meanest teacher in the school? Anyway, he has his back to the class. The note says, "Did you notice that Mr. Hennessy's underpants are pulled up so high you can see them right through his shirt? Your realization of this is enough to give you an uncontrollable case of the giggles." I'm guessing that I can't be curious and daring and crumple it up and throw it away, so. The noise attracts Mr. Hennessy's attention. He begins walking down the aisle, and your heart begins to race. He looks you squarely in the eye. The smell of his cologne is so overpowering, it could kill you all by itself. You cough. This is Thorn with Game Design Lexicon. We're currently playing some Alter Ego, a 1980s life simulation game, which apparently written by a bunch of psychologists and such. Pretty entertaining, I guess. I'll be back after the short break. If you do like our content, make sure you give us a follow here on Twitch and a subscribe over on YouTube, where we air this content after the fact. We do stream Monday through Friday, noon p.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's GMT -6. And our band for the day is The Dead South.